Alright, good morning. I'm out here by Escudilla. We're going to go back by Turner Peak. There's a little spring I found back here years ago. Haven't been there in a long time. But we'll go check it out. There's water everywhere right now though. There's flowers and water. This creek's running like crazy. And it's just wet. We got a ton more rain last night. So green. But I'll show you where water is anyways, because one day there won't be water everywhere. This creek's usually just barely running, but look at all the flowers. It's just real pretty. Running creek, yellow flowers everywhere. Very, very, very green. Usually this creek's barely running, but we got two creeks that join together and it's running like crazy right now. I've never seen it quite this high. Well, that's good. Working the way up the side of this steep hill, I was getting soaked in the grass down low. I'm here with Liesl, my wife, and John. They're getting wet too. So we went up the side, get out of the tall grass. But there's Escudilla. See Stone Creek Road right there. More Escudilla. And then down low, the creek running. Man, so I was just thinking to myself, I'm probably not going to find any sheds up here. The Punch Bowl in Escudilla, a lot of bulls, but a lot of people shed hunted. Turner Peak, a lot of bulls, but it gets hit hard every year. And I almost walked right over this shed right here. A nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 point. Hard white. I think it's from last year. We'll take a look at it though. But nice little shed. Passing it, John saw it before I did. But it's pretty brown on this side. It could be from this year. It's just faded on the other side from this year because it's been sitting in the sun for a while. Grass is tall though, so it's hard to see very far. I'll show you how tall the grass is. It's just, you almost have to walk right up on those sheds. I don't know if you could see this, but I was smelling elk because you could always smell them. The wind was blowing at us. And here's a bed. We probably jumped some up. We were talking because there's 3 of us, so I didn't see any. But a fresh bed. We're up here on this ridge and I keep jumping up quail. I forget the name of these quail. I don't think they're Montezuma. I'll have to look it up and put it on here. But they always wait pretty late and they jump up and fly and scare you sometimes. Here's a puffball. It's small right now. They get a lot bigger. But they are edible mushrooms, the giant western puffball. But they need to be white inside. See, this one is no good. It's from older. It's green and gross inside. Already had the bugs in it. It'll be white and meaty inside if it's good.
Oh, it's got bugs in it too.
This one has bugs in it. John just found it. But it's closer to being edible. You don't want any bugs. You want it nice and all white inside. Oh, so there's Turner Peak. You can see. Always kind of looks like rabbit ears or something up there. And there's a pass right there I usually go to. Today's a little far. I probably won't go that far. And then I can't remember if this canyon right in front of me is where that little spring is, or if it's on the other side of that ridge. So if we don't find it today, it was on the other side of the ridge, and I'll have to come back. But we'll go check out down there. Alright, so this looks like a slippery jack or some type. The boletes are always like this too. If you look on the bottom, it's all spongy. They don't have gills. And those are usually edible. This isn't a bolete though. I think it might be a slippery jack. I'm not sure. And they're not great, but they are edible, I think. But someone's been eating it. Maybe John got hungry and took a bite. I think a little squirrel. Like I said, right now there's water absolutely everywhere. This usually is dry and it's just a wash, but right now it looks like a creek. Running really good. Just so much water. Usually this says no water. It hasn't rained since yesterday. All this water is coming down. It's great. And then we got these pretty purple flowers everywhere. All right, we had to head back. It started raining. I'm pretty sure we were in the right canyon. but it's hard to find a little spring or rain catch when there's just water running all through it. So it was somewhere in there. I just couldn't find it because there's too much water. But it's raining and I'm getting wet, so we're heading back. One antler though, that's not bad. I wasn't expecting to find any. Lots of fresh elk sign, beds everywhere. We did find a bunch more beds and could smell them. But I didn't see any fresh deer sign. One of the biggest bulls I've ever seen is over here on Turner Peak. Turner Peak is right on the New Mexico border though, so you gotta be careful not to shoot one in New Mexico. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. Maybe I'll show you some flowers on the way out. They're everywhere. So we brought our wood cutting stuff, hoping to cut some oak on our way out, and it quit raining, so we're going to work on cutting down some oak for our fire, keep warm this winter. Alright, these are my chainsaw chaps. Last year I was cutting, and I cut a branch that came down, poked it in the eye, I was like, oh! I brought the chainsaw down my leg and cut myself pretty good right there. So my wife got these for me for Christmas, and now she makes me wear them. Here's our load of oak. It's pretty good. Quarter cord is it, but we don't have a whole lot of time, so. Alright, so here's our little hike today. We parked like right here, right where the road turns. And it's a nice little parking spot. We started down here, but it's so wet. I didn't go the way we were going to go. We decided to go up on this ridge. Good thing we did. That's right where we found the shed. It was right here on the ridge. Then we went up like this, right along this area. Got to here and you could see Turner Peak and the rabbit ears and stuff. We went up here a little ways and we just went down. And this canyon somewhere is where that spring is. But it was just so much water was running through, I can't tell where it was. So I don't really know where it is. It could be even down in here. I'll go back and find it at a different time. But we hiked down this little canyon with running water in it. Then we came here and went over this ridge, went in this one with running water in it. Every little canyon had water in it. Even water was just everywhere. Then we went this way and hit back this way. A lot of elk sign right here. Fresh sign, fresh beds, I could smell them. But we didn't see any. One of the biggest bulls I ever saw was right up in here in this pass. But those bulls will jump back and forth between New Mexico and Arizona. There's a lot of bulls that hang around Turner Peak though. And we did see a white-tailed buck over here.